So if you're taking the supper with Calvinists, if in a sacramentarian reception, it's our position as Lutherans, you're not taking the supper. You're just taking bread and wine. You're actually not getting the supper at all. You've lost it. You're baptized. We believe you still have that, but we don't believe you have the supper. You just got bread and wine. So, yeah, Jesus is not going into you because Jesus is not there, because, well, you guys don't believe Jesus is there, so how would he go into you? It's silly for you to try to argue, but he is there. Well, you don't believe he's there. Why would he be there? And if he is there, he's going into you as a judge of the community for rejecting what he says. Yeah. So it's really much safer to believe he's not there. Right? Versus an idolater who falsely worships bread and wine tramples the entirety of the first table of the law. Yeah, I like this, because at least I like the honesty of this, because that is what Lutherans, Romanists, and the Eastern Orthodox, that is, 90% of world Christianity, 85% of world Christianity, that is what we're doing. Yeah, we're falsely worshiping the bread and wine and trampling the entirety of the first commandment under our feet if we're wrong. Which is to say, if Jesus' words don't mean what they obviously look like they mean, right? So I love that you're taking that point of view, and yet if it's right, you're not safe by what you're doing. Like your version isn't protecting you from the judgment of denying Jesus' words. No matter how you spin it, Jesus is not going to be like, oh, your plea is that my word didn't make sense to you? Well, no, see, what it was you resisted my word. Like, and that goes for me too, right? That's on all of us. This is just how he handles those who are outside knocking, trying to get in. Well, we wanted oil in our lamps, so we went and bought it. Just now, we want in. I don't know you. Now, I'm not saying this is you personally, right? I'm saying that's the play the argument made. And for that reason, I would encourage you not to use Pascal's wager when it comes to the Lord's Supper. I would encourage you not to use Pascal's wager at all. I would encourage you to stand firm upon what you believe the Scripture says. And if you think the Scripture says, then we are falsely worshiping bread and wine, then by all means, do not join a Lutheran church. But don't pretend to have it both ways.